Hello everyone, today I'm filming my May TBR and I haven't done a TBR in quite some time. That's because usually I just free flow within the month. If I see a book I want to read, I'll just read it. A set of books that I read as I used to a couple years ago. Now it's just totally chaotic. But this month I actually have a set TBR, and that's due because a lot of amazing books that I know I will read are coming this month. So I thought, why not film a TBR and let you share with you what I'm reading this month, and it's about all the intro I can think of. So the first book I'm actually currently reading, and I just started it honestly a few days ago just to kind of bide time for a book that was being released today actually, and I didn't think I would love it as much as I'm loving it right now, because I thought as soon as this book will come out, I'll stop reading this one and start going to the next one. But no, I am determined to finish it now because I'm liking it so very much, and I say I'm surprised I like it, but I'm not surprised in a way. It is The Last Letter from Your Lover. I always get that title wrong, by Jojo Moyes. This is my fourth Jojo Moyes book I'm reading. Is it? Yes, it is. And I am just loving it. If you don't know what this book is about, it takes place almost in two times. It first starts off in 1960 with this girl named Jennifer waking up from a car accident. She has really no memory and something's going on. She's married, but her marriage feels very, not real. And she finds these letters signed B, and she knows that something's going on. And so, we start to figure out clues of what's happening. And then it also takes place in 2003. A journalist stumbles across these old letters, and she is determined to find out what happens if this couple finally found love, and she's determined to find them to see, if they can make it work, then she can make it work. So that's what the whole thing's about. It's a lot more mystery than I expected. Not like the scary mystery, but more of will they or won't they? It's just that kind of era mystery, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm completely immersed, and I will finish this very soon. I am I want to say maybe halfway through, I don't know, but I'm really liking this. So that's my first book I'm attempting to read this month. The next two you will already know about because they both came out today, and I feel this a little early, which is okay. But they just literally came out today, and I got them, and of course I will be starting them. The first one is obviously A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I don't know about this book. This is obviously the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses, which was my favorite book of last year. It's a Beauty and the Beast, very loosely retelling about this girl named Fair, and she goes to this fairy court, and love, and and all the amazing things. So I literally can't wait to see what happens in this book. I can already tell my love interest might be happening that I'm not really excited for, but I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel after this book. My mind could change. It could not change. I don't know. Sarah J. Maas tempers with my feelings quite a lot, so we don't know, but I just can't wait to read it. And the next book that also came out today is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I love Morgan Matson. She is one of my all-time favorite contemporary authors. She's right behind Sarah Destin, who's my all-time favorite. So her and Sarah Destin are just my all-time favorites. They can do no wrong in my world. Does that make sense? But I have loved every single one of her books. I'm so excited for this one. I really don't even know what it's about, but I was like, this is Morgan Matson. I think it's about a girl, and her dad's a politician, and a scandal rocks this world, so she has to get to know him better and stuff like that. I don't know. I just know that it sounds amazing and awesome, and it's Morgan Matson. And I just love her covers lately because they're so cute and summery, and also there's always a poster on the inside of look at that. How freaking cool is that? That's so personable. I love it. And the bright yellow, my favorite color. Oh, and it's got little beveled on it. It's beautiful. I can't wait to read it. I don't know which one I will be reading first because I literally am equally excited about both of them. They couldn't be more opposite. We have a really high fantasy and a very summer contemporary, but I'm so equally excited for them. So I may just close my eyes and just pick one because that's how excited I am for them. So whenever I finish The Last Letter from Your Lover, I will be diving into one of these. Then after that, I plan to read The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Adhi. I pronounced that horribly wrong. I apologize. Again, this cover is also really cool. So you have that sneak peek, and then you have that. Look how cool that is. And this in it, it's just beautiful. This is a sequel to The Wrath and the Dawn, which I read last year and was one of my favorites. It's a retelling of 1001 Nights, and it was so awesome. I loved it so much, so I can't wait for the sequel. I've heard the sequel is even better than the first book, so that's exciting. The next two books I plan to read are not out yet, but they will be very soon. First one of that being Summer Days and Summer Nights, which comes out the 17th of this month. This is an anthology of just kind of I don't know where it's at. My True Love Gave to Me, which was released of winter of like last year, I want to say. I don't remember. But it has a whole bunch of authors. They put short stories, as in My True Love Gave to Me was all about holiday and winter themed. This one's all about summer and summer romances and stuff. I'm so excited to read it because it's edited by Stephanie Perkins and the cover looks amazing and it just sounds awesome. So I definitely plan on reading a lot of contemporary this month. The next book that is not out yet, it comes out on the 24th, is The Last Star. It's the third and final book in the Fifth Wave trilogy. And I love the Fifth Wave. Fifth Wave will always be one of my favorite books. I loved it. The movie, no. The second book, no. But I don't know. We'll see how the third book goes. I just really love the Fifth Wave. And then I feel like we get the second book syndrome, where the second book's kind of like, I'm not saying that with all of my series, but I would say a good chunk of them have, I either don't like the second or the third one as much, and it usually falls to the second book. I really never liked the second book that much, because a lot of times I felt like, in particular with The Infinite Sea, it was kind of just, I felt like it was very short. I didn't feel like a lot happened. I didn't really feel like we needed it. So we'll have to see how The Last Star goes, and hopefully that it will redeem itself and it'll be, you know, just as amazing as the Fifth Wave was, and it could bring back my love for it, because I'm not gonna lie, it did lessen my love. The movie and the second book lessened my love for the Fifth Wave. Bad to say, but it's true. I'm also currently listening to Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. So last month I listened to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and I'm listening to this beast of a book. This is the biggest Harry Potter book. I've done my math, and it is the biggest one. And as I'm listening to it, I think I'm realizing that when I read these originally, this was my least favorite, because we get a lot of angsty Harry Potter in this one. Like, he's not happy in this book, and he's gonna let everybody know it. I'm only like this far into it audiobook wise, and it's the beginning of the month, so I gotta finish all that. It's audiobook, so I'm just excited. I'm loving audiobooks, but yeah. I just got a part on Bridge, so the last book I want to read, I don't know if I'll get to read, but I don't know, I probably will. I'm gonna knock out those 3 books probably, because they're sequels and I just want to read them. But is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, and this is a new book that just came out today, and I was perusing Target and I saw it and I read it and it sounded really good. And if the cover doesn't draw you in, I don't know what does, because if this doesn't scream a summer book, I don't know what does. But the synopsis could be farther from the cover, honestly. But the cover, it feels nice. It looks like it's got like this kind of papery thing, and then these 2 ice creams with love, and all about a girl who is in Italy, and you think, oh, Italy, she's having the time of her life, but actually it's her mother's dying wish for her to meet her father and get to know him. So she's in Italy trying to learn about her father, all about him, and then she finds her mother's old diaries, and so she decides to go in her mom's footsteps and go through her diary and do her adventures, and then she leads to summer romance and, you know, bakeries and winding roads and vineyards and all that amazing stuff. So this does sound like a really amazing contemporary, not so light and fluffy as a lot of contemporaries are, but I love contemporaries with a little bit of bite in them, as I like to say, where it's got a little bit of depth to it. So I set out 7 books to read, and that doesn't include the audiobook, so I guess 8 books technically, and if I actually read all of them, that'll be the most I've read in a month in years, like at least 2 years since my son's been born. That's how long. So I'm pretty excited for it. I am very apprehensive because I don't know if I'm setting myself up for failure, but a lot of these books I know I will read. Like, I mean, I need my life, and I think I'm just gonna fly through them. At least I hope so. But yes, those are the books I plan to read this May. And if you're reading some of the same books, which I know a lot of you guys are probably, which is awesome, please let me know. Let's talk about it on Twitter, in the comments, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and click subscribe. That would make me heart you so very much. Great weekend. I hope it's fun and awesome, and happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Anybody that has ever lost a child or hasn't been able to conceive one, or if you're a step parent, or if you're a guardian, or if you're a foster parent, whatever, happy Mother's Day to you. You deserve it. You're just as much as a mom as anybody else's, and don't let anybody tell you differently. So have a great Mother's Day. Thank you, mothers. You make the world go round. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh, I can't wait for mid-December, 'cause I got flowers in all my